What's up, guys? We're back again today with another great video. And if you hadn't seen the last video of the drilled and slotted rotors, make sure you go check out that video first. It was just a cool video of us transforming the wheels and the brake calipers and the rotors to make everything look a little bit more sporty and nice. So in this video, we're actually going to go back to working on the fog lights again. I'm having issues with the HIDs again, and I've actually decided to go ahead and switch over to LEDs. And the Car Lighting District, they actually sponsored me in this video and sent me out some G7 LEDs for my fog lights. So I'm really excited to get those in. So they'll be hopefully more, like they'll come on consistently. I won't have to worry about, like the left one coming on or the right one coming on. I've had that problem with the HIDs acting up a lot, and I've went through harnesses and different ballast and different companies, and it just keeps on acting funny. Let's go ahead and we'll start taking the front bumper off. Alright, so we got it up on our little homemade block so we can get the jack stand, or the jack underneath it. Kind of just lifted it up, didn't even lift it off the blocks just so I could get it underneath. You guys have seen me take this off a million times in some of the other videos. Pretty self-explanatory. Just take off your clips up here, and then you have bolts underneath, and then there's one tucked behind the fender well right here. And then if you guys want that, you could look through some of the other videos probably and see where I've took it off. So let's go ahead and we'll take it off. Alright, so I got the driver's side fog light out of the car right now. And as you can see, here's the HID bulb. It looks like it's got kind of hot around the bottom, so I don't know if that was the issue or what. I'm just glad that we're getting rid of these, hopefully, for some really good LEDs. So we're going to go ahead and unbox these. So as you can see, it's from the Car Lighting District. And I'll go ahead and I'll put up the exact bulbs we got right here. I'm pretty sure they're called the G7 fog lights. So as you can see, you're going to open it up. They've got really nice packaging. You can see the bulbs are wrapped up in this foam, really nice and secure so they can't get hurt in the shipping. And then of course, you've got your ballast, or this would be like the same thing as a ballast for an HID bulb, I'm guessing. If I'm wrong, you guys can correct me below. And then of course, right up here in this little pocket, you've got your instructions and your warranty guide right here. And then you've got your 2 zip ties and then the sticky backs to mount the ballast. So as you guys can see again, Car Lighting District, a big shout out to them, because I wouldn't have been able to get these if they wouldn't have helped me out by sponsoring this video. So now we're going to go ahead and we're going to put one of these bulbs in. I've actually already test fit one. And as you guys can see, in my fog lights where we've got this little cutout right here, I was afraid that the fans were going to hit this or not let me be able to put the screw in. But there's actually plenty of clearance to be able to put the screw in, so that's really cool. So these are a good LED bulb if you guys are wanting to get some for your TC fog lights. Now these are the Ming Motorsports VRD fogs. I think they're discontinued. There might be a couple left, like online. You can check the Facebook pages, or there was some on eBay for a little while that the actual guy was selling. I don't know if he's doing those anymore or not. So I'll show you guys the side of the box too real quick so you can see. And this is called a driver. I just looked it up real quick. So there we go. And then that helps with, it says that when the bulb is changing temperatures and stuff, it keeps it at a constant power that it needs to run at its high performance. So now I'm going to go ahead and put one in this side, and I'm going to see if I can get the passenger one working on the car with the HID so we can kind of compare them side by side.
What we do here is go back.
Alright, so we got it installed just like that. Very simple and easy. You can't really see it in there because of the little bulb. I guess the thing that helps reflect the light. Alright guys, so I've got the LED in on the driver's side and I still have the HID on the passenger side. So now this LED, it's actually going to be shooting in 6500K is basically what it said. And my old fog lights, they were 3000K because I like the yellow, I could see better with them. So I went back to the 6500K on this side to kind of make it cleaner and make it look like my low beams. So what I have set up here is I've just put the front bumper back on just with one clip right there, and we're going to do a comparison between the two. And like I said, this is still the HID, and then I've set up these carpets backwards so we can see, you know, their beam pattern and stuff and see which one's brighter. So let's go ahead and we will do that now. I would pull the car outside and do it against the garage door, you know, at like the proper depth or whatever that they do to, you know, like adjust headlights and stuff, but it is pouring the rain outside. So we're just going to do it right here. And then I'll see how far this is. This is probably like, this is about 4 foot away, 4 or 5 foot away right here. So let's go ahead and we'll turn them on and we'll see the comparison. Alright guys, so I've actually took paper and put it over the low beams because as you know on TCs, the low beams have to be on for the fog lights to be on, and we're going to change that soon on my car and I'll show you the hack to do that. But you can kind of see the light in it right here. So as you can see, the LED has kind of two beams right here and there's kind of a dead spot in the center. And then there is what the HID looks like. So it actually looks like in person the LED is actually putting out more light from the top to the bottom, and the HID has more of a smaller line of light right here, but it's a better cutoff line per se right in here. And as you can see, like on the camera, it looks like the HID is a lot brighter than the LED, but in person they actually look pretty close to the same brightness. Alright, so as you guys could see the comparison right there between the LED and the HID. Now one thing that could be a different factor is you got to remember that the 3000K HID, you know, the light is a different color obviously, so it'll look a little bit different on camera, and that could affect this comparison a little bit. If I was to had an old light, which I might have one up here of a 6000K, because I'm actually looking at the bulb right now, I might be able to put it up and we can do another comparison right here. The other thing is on the fog light right here, the LEDs are actually, the chips are facing up and down. Now I've read a lot about how they want the chips to face side to side, left to right. So I don't know if you guys know anything about that. You can comment down below. Maybe I'm stupid, or maybe where these are H3 they're not really adjustable, because you know it's such a small light it's even hard to find good LEDs for an H3 bulb. Maybe they are supposed to go up and down where they are a fog light. I'm not sure. So you guys might know it, or I'm sure the car lighting district, you guys are going to see this video, so you can help me out with that. You can just comment down below, so if anybody has questions they can look down there. And if that's the case, then I'll rotate that screw a little bit and try to get them going left to right, and that might make our beam a little different to where it don't have that kind of dead spot in the middle with the two light beams up and down. So let me see if I can find that 6000K bulb, and we'll try to put it in over there. That might be one of my low beam bulbs, I'm not sure, so we'll check that out real quick. Alright guys, so I actually did find one of my old bulbs. Hopefully I actually have two of them. Hopefully one of them will light up and work. So now we can kind of get an apples to apples comparison with a 6500K HID to a 6500K LED. Okay guys, so this is a 6500K HID, and this is supposed to be putting out a 6500K LED. I'm almost positive. Let me look at the box real quick so we know we're I'm saying this correctly. And as you can see right here, it says 6500K. Okay, so as you can see right off the bat, you know, the HID's light is a little bit different, and it always has been different than the LED 6500K. So I'm going to go ahead and just throw that out there. But right now, me looking at them, and you guys can kind of tell too, the LED is shining higher up and lower down, so the beam is bigger But if you look over here, the HID is more intense. So it's in a smaller area, but the light is a lot brighter in that smaller area. Right here, you know, it's just kind of dim per se, and not as bright. And over there, this is super bright right here, like the sun, compared to that. So now we'll turn off the lights and look at it like that. So there you guys can see a little bit better. Like I said, the LED is casting a lot higher and lower, and I still have the low beams are still covered. So this is all fog lights right here. So we're higher, and then right here, as I said before, the beam is littler, but it looks like the sun, and they are more intense. So we'll see. We'll put the LEDs on the car for a little while. I'm just pretty much done dealing with HIDs, and you know, they'll work really good for 2-3 months, and then they'll just stop working all of a sudden, and I'm tired of that. If this LED will turn on all the time and I can see pretty good with it, we'll roll with it. But if I start going down the road and it's not as intense as what I was used to with the HID, we might have to go back to HIDs. But again, like I said, a big shout out to the Car Lighting District, because this LED is a heck of a lot better than one I tried before I even started the YouTube channel. I actually put an LED in the fog light and it looked like crap. I mean, like it would be like just like basically that circle of light. It was just beaming on there and it just looked terrible. So that was really stupid, and this is looking a heck of a lot better than the other LED I tried. So again, thank you to them. And another thing I was going to tell you guys is one good thing about LEDs is they don't put as much strain on your battery and stuff as an HID would, obviously. So that's another good thing with the LEDs. But as you guys seen right here, when I just stuck it in, see how the chips are up and down instead of the left and right? So that was kind of the question I was asking about earlier, and hopefully you know, the Car Lighting District, they will go ahead and answer that down in the comments for us. Another thing is why I've got these out, you can kind of see up here the excessive heat from the HIDs has kind of messed up the housing a little bit. And before Ming Motorsports went out of business, I actually went ahead and bought another extra pair for my car, or in case I ever get another TC, because these are definitely the best fog lights you can buy. And as you can see, look how clean and nice it is up there. And I believe that if I would have stayed halogen or LEDs, there would not have been, you know, this burn right up here in the top. So that could be affecting that light output a little bit as well. Alright guys, so that pretty much wraps it up for the LED fog light video. I hope it really helped you guys with the comparison of the 6500K LED to the 3000K HID and the 6500K HID. Of course, we were only like maybe 5 feet away, but you can still see the comparison there and how the light was shooting on our backdrop. So at the end of the day, the LEDs are going to be more consistent. They're going to come on every single time you want them to. It's raining outside, sunny outside, they're going to come on. With my HIDs, if it was raining outside and I really needed them to be able to see, I would turn them on and they wouldn't come on, wouldn't work, do anything. So that's why I'm getting rid of the HIDs, and that's why it's pretty much been the last straw. I mean, I've put probably like 3 or 4 HID kits in them and they ended up going bad or burning out or doing something dumb. Of course, I have been using Ops 7. They're a lower end brand, so that could also be the problem. It could be my fault. But like I said, the LEDs, you could see the band of light. It was actually wider than the HIDs. But the HID's band of light was a little skinnier, but the intensity of the light was a lot more. So, you know, you can pretty much break it down of what you want by that. Do you want a skinnier light that's inconsistent, probably will come on just half the time, then get some HIDs. If you're wanting a wider band of light that will come on every single time and you can count on it to work, then get the LEDs. So if you guys are needing any good LED lights that you're looking for, go check out these guys right here, the Car Lighting District, and they will hook you up for sure. They've got probably the best LED lights I've seen around. Definitely the best H3 bulb that I've tried on my car. And remember guys to share the video, subscribe to the channel so you can follow this sick build, and like and comment. So peace out. And remember, build your masterpiece.